Welcome back, dudes. It's fantastic to see you. I hope you're all doing well and had a great break over the holidays and are ready for the new year. This is my new Ibanez Q54 in black flat. It's the one I mentioned trading a few other guitars for in my last Quest series video. I have actually traded 3 of my other guitars in and ordered one of the 6-string HSS options. It arrived just before Christmas, so I've had a bit of time to get used to it when I've not been absolutely stuffing my face with food. And I can tell you, I am a very happy dude, not just because of the food. That said, there was a little bit of a catch, so I'll get into that soon. First things first, here's a quick rundown of the specs. So I've got a 3-piece Wizard C roasted maple and Babinga neck with a roasted bird's eye maple board, 24 jumbo Jescar Evo Gold frets and lumen lace side dots. Sounds delicious, honestly. Oh yeah, and the board's a 12-inch radius. Then we've got a Nyato body, still don't think I'm saying it right. The bridge is Ibanez's own monotune. Then we've got a HSS configuration with Ibanez's own ceramic passive pickups. This is the Q58 humbucker, and then there are 2 R1 single coils. And then a nice little finishing touch comes with the best strings. Didarios, not sponsored, obviously. Who's going to sponsor this channel? So that's a decent spec sheet, but does it all add up to a quality product? Well, yeah, absolutely, but I do need to mention something first. When mine came, the setup was pretty bad, and I don't think it's just a single instance. So the action was set to like over 3mm on all the strings, and the bridge pickup was nearly touching the high E string. Now, I'm comfortable doing all my own work on my guitars, so it's not really a problem for me or for people like me who don't mind doing the work. If you do your own setups, you'll be absolutely fine. But for those who don't like messing with their own guitars, that means you're going for a setup on new guitar day, and that would absolutely suck. So after that, I had a little bit of a poke around on Reddit, and it seems there's a few people that had it worse than me. From a finish perspective, my guitar is absolutely immaculate. There is nothing wrong with it in terms of fit, finish or whatever. The fretwork, the paint, the neck, it's all immaculate. But I have seen a handful of people say their Quests have turned up with blemishes and chips and just not the standard that you'd expect from Ibanez. Now, if you're anything like me and you've been keeping an eye on the Quest series, you've seen that these have been incredibly popular and have been selling out almost straight away as soon as any stock comes in. Couple that with what could be described as a rough time for manufacturing and shipping, and I think Ibanez might have been struggling to keep up with demand. Honestly, that's a great thing for them. But if it's affecting quality control, then it's not very good for you or me. However, I think it's worth bearing in mind that Ibanez have sold a boatload of these guitars, and there's not that many reports really of people having many problems. I'm confident the majority of these guitars are great, but I just wanted to be honest with you, because I like and respect you. So, bad stuff out of the way, I can happily say that I would recommend these guitars to anybody without hesitation. They are incredibly good in all aspects. Just talking specifically about the Q54 in this video, I might do a comparison between this and the QX 7-string in another video if that's something you want. Leave a comment. I really like this guitar. It's really comfortable, whether you sit casually like me or whether you prefer to use a classical sort of style, or even if you stand all the time. The body shape, the contours, everything's been really well thought out by Ibanez and placed exactly where it needs to be. And Ibanez have sort of always been known for having really good upper fret access just because of the players that they seem to attract. If you spend any time towards your upper frets, you'll find that it's exactly the same here. Also, the flat finish is a massive plus for me. I don't know about you, but sometimes your forearm can get stuck on a gloss body and it's just annoying, man. Flat finishes all the way, and the neck is absolutely chef's kiss perfection. It's outstanding. I wasn't sure what to expect with a Wizard C profile being something that I've not played before, and being something different to the parallel Wizard that's on the QX. But for a player like me who tends to favour Strat style guitars, this feels like home, but when you've been away for a while. Like when you get back from travelling and you get in your own bed and it feels amazing. This is very noticeably a C profile that you've been used to, but it just feels right. Also, while we're on the neck, it's worth mentioning that this model, as you can see, is the one with the straight frets. The QX options are the ones with the 8-degree slant. I like them both, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd go for the straight frets. That's only because I sit casual rather than classical. If you do sit classical with them, the slanted frets feel amazing. So everything about the construction is awesome, and luckily the tones match that same standard. I know own brand pickups can sometimes come across a little bit like Tesco Value or Kirkland Signature for our American Costco friends. Luckily here they sound clear, articulate, and they're super versatile. In fact, the neck single coil on this might be one of the best sounding neck pickups on any of my guitars. Whether you're playing clean chords or whether you're playing any sort of driven leads, The neck pickup on this sounds really good. It just does the neck single coil thing really well. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the tuning stability in the bridge. Because it hasn't got an headstock, the string travels from the bridge directly to the nut and gets locked off at the top. There are no windings and then fewer points of failure for any tuning issues to occur. That's what makes it super stable, and honestly is one of the biggest appeals for headless guitars. Also, the monotune bridge uses 6 individual units for each string. That makes restringing really easy, and the tuning mechanisms are really smooth too. That is, once you get used to reaching for the bottom instead of the top. Even now, second headless guitar, and I still try and tune it up here sometimes. I am an idiot. Before I show you a little demo of this thing, I just want to say I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. If you got anything out of it, please consider hitting the like button, because it really makes a massive difference to the channel. And maybe you want to stick around by subscribing for new videos and backing tracks every week. So here we go. The backing track used for this solo was written and recorded entirely using this guitar as well, and the link for it will be down in the description if you fancy playing to it yourself. Anyway, enjoy, and I'll have some final thoughts after. So that's that then, the Ibanez Q54 in black flat. It's the guitar I reach for most often now when I sit down to play, and it's definitely taking the top spot as my main guitar. I'm just really impressed with what Ibanez has managed to achieve. I'm actually really looking forward to see what they do with the Quest line in future. Ibanez, prestige models, please. Cheers. Now it's time for you to let me know what you think down in the comments. Maybe you've already got one. I'd love to know what you think about it, or maybe you're just thinking about copying one yourself. In that case, I hope this video helped a bit. Again, I really appreciate you watching the video, and if you made it to the end, you're an absolute legend. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you're one of the dudes. Stay safe. I'll catch you next time.